guys, it's Huff. I am back again, and this is my Pan That Palette update. Those of you who've been watching me for a while know that I kind of got to a point I wasn't really sure if I was going to continue with this or whether I was going to change palette or whatever. I've decided not to change palette. I have just minimised my goals a little bit more. So my goal is more along the lines of actually just hitting pan in all of the shadows if possible. There has been some progress though since the last update I did, where I was just like, I cannot seem to hit pan on any of these and they just won't go away. So this is the palette that I'm using. This is the Model's Preferred Day to Night Shadows. It is a knockoff of a Naked palette. Yeah, the shadows are, oopsie, sorry, I just realised it's really grotty. The shadows are not as good quality as I would expect the Urban Decay ones to actually be, but that is what it is a knockoff of. These shadows tend to be a bit chunky, like they have bits in them. Anyway, we have made progress. I have actually hit pan in 2 shadows. Da, da, da. So this one is the one that I hit pan in first. You can see it's getting quite a nice little bit of pan in it, and it's like sort of not very deep anymore. I fully expect by the end of the year I'll probably have used that shadow up. The other one I've hit pan in is this dark one called After Hours. I started doing smoky eyes thanks to watching Siobhan O'Donnell, Let's Make Up. She showed doing like a black smoky eye, and I changed it to a brown smoky eye because that's what I do, which is what I'm wearing right now. And yeah, doing that helped me finally hit pan on that little baby. It's got a big hole in it as well. None of the other shadows look anywhere near hitting pan. I do use these 2 highlighter shades quite a bit, but the way that I tend to use them is with a flat brush, like this kind of brush, so it's not going to hit like a whole pan, it's just going to get lower and lower. They're kind of like they're like the same, oops, let's try not to blind you, like almost the same colour. It's just kind of weird, and neither one of them has any shimmer, so it's not like they're a shimmery highlighter. They're just like, you blend them together, it's like one colour, which is why I tend to use them together, is because they're just like one colour. I use Overtime, which is one with pan in it. I use this one as my transition shade, which is the transition shade I'm wearing today. And of course this is, you know, it's a pretty pigmented brown. So it's not like you can use these shadows really fast. And I was complaining the other day because somebody was saying, I think it was Peachy Keen, was saying how she didn't feel like she was making progress on her Lorac. And I was like, oh my god, you're doing so much better than me. And then she actually pointed out, which I keep forgetting, that these actually have more shadow in them. This has 15 grams of shadow total, and the Lorac Pro, I believe, only has, is it 10 or 12? So yeah, and some people make amazing progress, and I realise a lot of it is I don't wear makeup every single day, and sometimes, like when I'm going to school, the last thing I feel like doing, because we often have to take our makeup back off again to do waxing and tinting and stuff, I don't really feel like doing proper makeup, so I tend to just like put a bit of transition shade just to darken the crease, and sort of like these 2 colours on the lid and the brow. So it's not like I'm using very much shadow. It's only when I've been doing these like smoky eyes that I've been like really using, you know, a fair bit of shadow to actually get a really intense kind of colour. The black I generally only use for setting eyeliner if I'm wearing it. or darkening up my lash line. So, but what I'm actually thinking of doing is doing some smoky eye using these two end shades here. See how they go. But I don't think that I'm actually... I doubt, I mean, we're into the 7th month now. There's no way I'm using this whole thing up by Christmas. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the two shades that I have pan in, and these two shades here. And if I manage to hit pan in any other colour, that's going to be like a bonus. So I'm not going to feel bad if I don't hit pan in all of them, and if I don't use up all of them, because at least I know I'm using my products. And that is really, for me, the whole point of these projects, is to actually use products up and learn what I like and what I don't like. And whilst, you know, I'm not hugely keen on all these shadows, like you'll see this weird texture in the shadows. I really don't like that, but it was like a camera having a bad day. It was, you know, it's only like a $10, I only paid like $10 for it. So it's not like it was really expensive and then I'd be really disappointed with the quality of the shadows. I wasn't expecting big things. So, yeah. But I will continue to plough on, and I will see how far I can actually get. Maybe this is a 2-year project and not a 1-year project. I don't know. Yeah, so that is my update for my Pan That palette. I will leave a link to my other projects playlist so you can see the other ones that I've done. If you want to subscribe, click down below. Leave me a thumbs up if you like Project Pan, Pan That palette, and all of those challenge type videos. And leave me a comment down below. I try to respond to all comments, and I will see you in my next video. See ya.